Restoration, the mission of the Restoration Rebels is to take back the industry that we love. How do we take back an industry? We take back control. So we look at where are the control points. Control points are process. Control points are where we get our work. If you're getting all your work from a TPA, who's in charge of that relationship? The TPA is. They get to make the rules. They get to dictate how you do things, what you charge for things. So what I'm doing is trying to take that control back. I want people to learn how to market their businesses better so they're not reliant on some outside force for the work that comes in the door. I want them to be able to treat their employees better. I want them to give health care, benefits, vacations, put them in new cars, new uniforms. What are all those things I just named? Take money. What's happened in the last 20 years, but really in the last 5 years, is a complete stagnation of all the price lists. Meaning the profit margins that we enjoyed in the late 90s are non-existent. They just don't exist. So what we've done as a reaction, we've just become more efficient. We just bared down, you know what, we're gonna count every Takeback suit that goes out that door. And we're gonna get on our technicians and yell at them, oh, you used too many Kim sponges. The Kim sponges! When we should have been doing what contractors do. What do we want to make for a margin? What do we want to make for a profit? What's our true overhead costs? And how do I build that into my projects? That's what contractors do. I don't know if you saw the video that I did, but I was driving down the car going, guess what, people? We're contractors. What do contractors do? They go in, they establish, okay, this is the project, this is the scope, this is how much material and labor I'm going to put into this project, this is the markup I'm going to put on that, here's my price. Here's my price. But instead, as an industry, we've been brainwashed that we have this magic thing called Xactimate. It'll do all that for me. It's all built in. And I'll be the first to admit, as a project manager and estimator coming out of restoration, I don't know the first thing how to build a cost structure to a job. Someone says, well, what's this going to cost you to do? I don't know. I just know there's money left over at the end because Xactimate gave it to me. And I get yelled at, well, your margins are down. Well, I'm putting everything in Xactimate. What? We've allowed stagnation in a price list. There's a feedback mechanism in Xactimate that we've always had to build our profit margins in. We should be intentional. Back to intention. We should be intentional. What do we want to make at the end of the year? What is our overhead costs? Those are things we can all control. And then we reverse engineer December 31st, we're sitting January 1, we reverse engineer from December 31st back, how are we going to accomplish that? How am I going to make the profit margin that I want to make?